welcome to the Biomedical Engineering News. I'm your host, Nicholas A. Casado. Today is June 26th. Yes, today's a beautiful day. Happy Friday, y'all. It's going to be a great weekend. We've got some great news we're going to try to tackle and figure out what's going on with this crazy world. We've got a diabetes drug that can combat some more severe COVID-19 symptoms in women. Yeah, women specifically. And we've got some live nature cameras for you if you want to know what's going on with these national parks. We've got turning alcohol into key ingredients for new medicines. Fun stuff. Alcohol. Great. Good. We got a little warrior triumphing over his heart flutters. How did he do it? I don't know. We got Trump and his push, but we're going to skip that because Bloomberg has a paywall. Got a viral load. Viral load. What's a viral load? You're going to find out. Got some funny Wichita news. Wichita. Got the mayor going all out. Got the people going crazy. And for the biohack of the day, stay tuned. I don't even know what we're doing, but we're going to do it. Cool. Okay, that's great. There's some weird rattling in that sound, but we're going to get through it. All right, so we got a diabetes drug called metformin. Metformin, of course, everybody knows metformin. Well, is found to reduce the fatality rate of women with the coronavirus by as much as 24%. Wow. So the drug did not appear to have an impact on men. However, this pandemic might persist for 2 years without an effective vaccine. So Fauci recently said a vaccine may arrive by late 2020 at the earliest. Wow, good job, Fauci. He testified that in his view there's a possibility researchers will develop this vaccine. He's optimistic, he says. Yeah, I don't think they'll ever have a vaccine for a virus that they haven't isolated in entirety. But cool. Yeah, so what's metformin? Well, they don't really talk about how it actually acts. I don't really see much of a news article. Huh. Whatever. Okay. What are the main subjects of these live nature cameras? And the answers are bears. Bears, we love bears. So let's check out this live camera up at Katmai National Park up in Alaska. Apparently there's wilderness along a bank of a river. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Oh, it's so cute. I don't know if you guys are watching this live on YouTube, but if you're watching on YouTube, you can see this bear, and he's sitting there on the river bed and trying to catch some salmon, I guess. It's a good-looking bear. Oh man, this is so good. Yeah, so it's just 10 streams of brown bears in Katmai, Alaska. Oh, he caught a fish! No, he didn't actually catch it, he missed it. But the fish jumped up at him. It's so bizarre that these fish are jumping upstream. You hear about it, there's a bird in the background flying around. Oh, wow, it's just beautiful. I want to go to Alaska. The last frontier. Okay, so there's a bunch of streaming cameras. Okay, so same deal, maybe it's different angle. And then river watch, we got a river. The lower river. Wow, this is great. I highly suggest you guys spend some time watching some bears.
Much space as possible, because a lot of times we're locations, but it is their home, and it is a place where they need access to the resources so they can survive really what is a pretty tough life for them in a lot of different ways.
Yep,
Let's see here. Another question. Most of the bears that we
this is
see
great.
that are we still seeing are younger bears. Other than the exceptional salmon runs, might it be because they haven't figured out to follow the fish to different locations yet? Uh, Potentially. But again, in the past, we haven't been seeing a lot of bears come to Brooks Falls, in August. Uh, so I think it's a combination of different things. It's probably just because bears have a lot of these bears have stuck around because the fish just really never became hard to catch in a lot of cases. So
If you saw there, the fish were just jumping right at the bear. They were fearless, and I respect that, and that's great. This guy looks stoked to be there. I'm stoked that he's there. Hopefully, we can maybe let's check out Africa. Wow, there's so many streams. Okay, polar bears, birds, lions. These are night cams. That's so good. I love this. All right, cool. Maybe there's an ocean cam. Yeah, and I think the big part of biomedical is that if you just look at nature, just just watch nature for a little bit, maybe you can find some inspiration. It helps with your anxiety, or helps with depression. Two major symptoms of the pandemic. Yeah, pandemic. People wearing masks, not enough nature. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, just excited to be here, guys. Turning alcohol into key ingredients for new medicine. So interesting, right? Good segue. Good little.
Strangest window in the entire world. It's called the Ames window. We showed it to you 3 years ago.
Ames window. All right. So chemists find way to create the building blocks of life. Um, and what are these building blocks? Well, it's sort of alcohol turning into amino acids, and that's the building blocks of life. So, a study published Monday in the journal Nature Chemistry, researchers explained the transformation, which involves selectively identifying and replacing molecular bonds with unprecedented precision. The finding may make it easier to create some medications by expanding the types of new amino acids that can be made to more quickly build those acids. Oh, I'm sleepy, guys. I just woke up. I didn't even have coffee. Don't need coffee. Don't need it. I had celery juice. Celery juice sort of it's a medical medium, and let's make that our biohack of the day. Let's put that celery juice medical medium. Okay, all right, back to the alcohol. We'll get there. So amino acids, which make up our proteins, are also sometimes used as building blocks in medicines, and creating new artificial ones with correct three-dimensional geometry is a laboratory for pharmaceutical process, which can be expensive and lengthy process. Alcohol, though, is plentiful and cheap. To transform alcohol into amino acids, researchers played with alcohol at the atomic level. An alcohol molecule is made up of three different elements: hydrogen, carbon, and oxygen. So you can break the bonds between specific carbon and hydrogen atoms to, somewhat induce good selective CH functionalization, which is like some sort of laboratory wizardry Um, huh. Yep. Yeah. If you're watching on YouTube, the Center for Selective CH Functionalization is sort of just, it's got this great picture, which I'll save for the show notes. But it's basically taking this crazy maze and just taking a shortcut, just going around the maze to get to the same place. Great little explanation for it. So hopefully we can take the carbon-hydrogen ubiquitous bond and think of a field of grass in a park. Each piece of grass is a carbon-hydrogen bond. The challenge of CH functionalization is how do you pick the exact blade of grass you want to turn to a rose and ignore the rest. Thanks, Nagib. And how do you be selective about which bond you're transforming? Well, as they create new medicines, they use molecules carefully assembled in specific ways to target only disease and not other biological important machinery. So think of molecules in humans, bacteria, viruses as individual locks, and medicine as a key. A good medicine or key fits only in the right lock. That's the rain falling down. Okay, so we got Lil Warrior triumphs over heart flutters. What are these heart flutters? Well, these heart flutters of Ivar Waltine Bloor. He's from Palmerston North, which is I don't know. It's New Zealand. Yeah, this New Zealander. He looks like a New Zealander. He's 14 months old. And he dodged the open heart surgery. He said, "I'm gonna pass." He said, "I'm all right. I'm gonna be okay." So he actually didn't get the chest scar. So the mom Haley Watine knew something was not right 30 weeks into the pregnancy. She quotes, "I was just not comfortable." Yeah, Haley knew what was up. And so did Lil Ivar. His heart was found to be racing at 277 beats a minute, well over the acceptable 160. The health professionals called it an arterial flutter, when the top part of the heartbeat flats out. Waltine says it sound like Daffy Duck noises. Whoa. Waltine spent a week in the hospital in Wellington. After a week back in Palmerston North, felt so unwell she was flown back to Wellington. Her own heart rate slumped seriously, and Var, which means the warrior, was born by emergency cesarean at 34 weeks. He weighed 3.3 kilograms, which sounds good for 6 weeks premature, but not when a lot of that weight was fluid retained because his heart wasn't beating properly. On his first day, and again on day 3, attempts were made to shock his heart to the right rhythm and keep it right. Clear. Burp. You hear that? That was the mummy voice I created. It's been a while. Alright, so the decision was made to fly mother and baby to Starship Children's Hospital in Auckland. While Dad Linton Ballor was left to Auckland and family looked after the children left at home. Libby, Jake, and Ashton Wedding Hill. These are some funny names. Libby, Jake, Ashton. At 5 days old, specialists inserted a wire that delivered a third and successful electrical pulse that brought rhythm to his life. End quote. It was scary for everyone. Waltine said every step of the way, Heart Kids volunteer were there to support her and the family. Sometimes you just gotta get in there and do it right. So if you do it right, don't have much to worry about. Okay, what's a viral load? Here comes a viral load. Get ready, it's a viral load. Oh my gosh, here it is. There it goes. Okay, viral load refers to the amount of a virus in an infected person's blood. This is expressed as the number of viral particles in each millimeter of blood. Higher viral loads can have different implications for different viruses, but typically means the infection is progressing. What? Viral load and how it's measured. Viral load measure quantity of genetic material, commonly RNA, of a virus present in the blood. Several tests are typically done on an extended period, with initial measurements serving as baseline and subsequent measurements compared to this. Viral loads can differ daily, and therefore long-term trends are used to evaluate disease progression. So 3 main tests to measure viral load. There are reverse transcription polymerase chain reaction, RT-PCR test for short, blanched DNA, which is bDNA tests, and nucleic acid sequence-based amplification, NASBA tests. These tests report viral load results differently, which means it is crucial to be consistent in the tests used throughout the monitoring. So regardless, viral loads tests should be able to consistently measure levels of viruses down to 50 copies per 1 milliliter. They also need to have a high specificity to the target virus and have reproducible but therefore comparable results. So if you want to get some viral loads of COVID, which they mostly do viral loads for HIV, because HIV is one of the highest profile viral infections. But if you take the viral load of SARS-CoV-2 and COVID-19, which is the result of COVID-2, the causative virus of COVID-19 is closely related to SARS-CoV, which caused an epidemic. SARS-CoV viral, it's all SARS-CoV. Appears to be higher in the nose than the throat. Yep. So you just gotta test it and then find these viral loads and how the viral load correlates with a culture viable virus is needed to determine transition dynamics and advise screening practices. Okay, all right. Oh man, you want to do no, let's skip the abstract of the day. Alright, Wichita mayor gets tested on Facebook Live after member of council for civil rights test positive for COVID-19.
Wichita Mayor Brandon Whipple took his third COVID-19 test today. The mayor shot video of himself getting the test after somebody on his new Civil Rights Advisory Council tested positive for COVID-19. Kake's Hannah Baker spoke with the mayor about the coronavirus.
If you're watching on YouTube, this guy's...
So they're going to give me the COVID test. I'm going to try to record it.
A COVID test done on Mayor Whipple for all of Facebook to see. This comes after it was confirmed that a member of the Council on Diversity, Inclusion, and Civil Rights, recently created in Wichita, had tested positive for coronavirus. Mayor Whipple was at City Hall during that meeting. And while council members at the meeting practiced social distancing and some even wore masks, all of the people who attended the meeting have been advised by the health department to check symptoms over the next 14 days and get tested if they have concerns.
This person went really above and beyond by letting us know, and which gave us an opportunity to not only let all of the participants know, but also make some changes moving forward.
Be gentle. Be gentle.
Just a little bit.
Yes, be gentle.
Mayor Whipple hopes that he can help promote people to get tested and said that if you do test positive, that there's no shame in that, and that's the best way to keep you and the people around you safe. In Wichita, Hannah Baker, Cake News on your side.
That's great. All right, so be safe out there. Wichita neighbor got blasted on Facebook, tested positive. Don't trust them. But kind of like how I don't trust this this woman who deliberately coughed on a 1-year-old baby after argument with mother. Oh my gosh, this lady in Wichita, same place as the mayor getting COVID. Well, this lady just coughed on a baby on a stroller. She in a restaurant following verbal altercation. Yeah, we just said that. So June 12th at 5:35 at Yogurtland in San Jose, California. Okay, so it's San Jose, not Wichita, but Wichita News covered it. So a white female in her 60s was staying in front of a mother and her 1-year-old child who was in a stroller when she allegedly became upset with the mother for not maintaining proper social distancing. So, because she was upset, the suspect removed her face mask, got close to the baby's face, coughed 2 to 3 times, and the mother involved alleges that the incident was race-related. So they're Hispanic. Oh, man. She says, me and my grandma are Hispanic, and she started telling me about my distance and harassing me and my son once I started speaking Spanish to my grandma. Man, that's just a bummer. Whatever. Let's get to the Biohack. Yeah, it's the time for the Biohack, and you know what it is. It's time for medical medium celery juice. And who's this medical medium? Well, if you're watching on YouTube, Anthony William, this dapper gentleman rocking the shades and the high top cut, he is the medium. He's got secrets behind chronic and mystery illnesses and how to heal. And it's super trendy. This guy got the celery juice going for everybody. You drink the celery juice right in the morning, and what happens? Well, you just feel better, I guess. Because if celery juice, when consumed in the right way, is a powerful and miraculous healing remedy, and people are noticing the benefits it provides, such as clear skin, improved digestion, less bloating, sustained energy, better mental clarity, weight loss, and stable moods, just to name a few. So the people that are healing from acute and chronic illness are people with Hashimoto's thyroiditis, eczema, psoriasis, acne, SIBO, don't know that, constipation, chronic fatigue syndrome, blood sugar issues, migraines, acid reflux, high blood pressure, addictions, adrenal issues, gout, allergies, autoimmune conditions, and countless others from drinking plain celery juice daily. You know, and that's great, because I doubt this guy has an agenda. I don't know, maybe he has a celery farm, but probably not that big a deal. Let's see.
How you doing, guys? You know, my body has been through a lot of stuff, and when I find something that really, really works, I want to let you all know about it. This is Anthony William. He's the creator of the celery juice diet. Now, this is something that's been sweeping the world. Why is it so popular?
It's getting people better. It's actually changing the lives of millions of people right now across the globe.
No, but it's like mind-blowing, because celery's been around, let's face it, since who knows?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you turned it into this movement that's changing people's lives.
Yeah, because, I got the information from my source of the originator of knowing that juicing it can heal almost anything.
Okay.
It's a big part of it. People are coming back from just been through so much. They're coming back from all kinds of illness.
Yeah.
They're getting better from drinking celery juice.
It's pretty fun. He was talking to Sylvester Stallone, and Sylvester Stallone looks like his face is painted on. He's like, but they're great. The two of them together, they're talking, and he's like, oh man, this is what I needed, this is what I want. And he's got all these people. He's got Pharrell on here taking photos with celery juice. And if you read his book, his recipe book, well, in it there's a bunch of recipes and testimonials from everybody, every walk of life. And well, here's how you consume it. So you gotta drink it solo. Number one, you gotta drink it by itself. And it's always, you always see it mixed in with other, and like a green juice, and there's mixed with vegetables, and you add like spinach, kale, parsley, cilantro, apples, and drink those. But it's not what he promotes. He recommends is your Grace Tool, pure celery juice taken on an empty stomach. If you drink the celery juice first thing in the morning, it will strengthen your digestion to food you eat for the rest of the day. Right? So here we go. 1 large bunch of celery. You rinse the celery, run it through a juicer, and you want to aim for at least 16 ounces of fresh celery juice. Drink immediately for best results. You can chop the celery and blend it in a high-speed blender until smooth, strain well, and drink immediately. His favorite juicer is this one. Let's check this out. It says it's designed to... Oh, wow. This one's pretty intense. $300. It's got a presser. Wonder how it goes. Can we see how it works? Okay. So you guys watch on YouTube, we got a video of the Mega Celery Juicer. I guess you can juice anything you want. There's they sell it as like a low speed masticating celery juicer, but I guess you can do anything. You can do it with apples. You can do it with ginger. Cool. I really like that. It's a great looking product. This machine can juice and be great for your health. All right, I think we did it, guys. We did it. We did it. We did a great show. I hope you have a great day. I'm out of here. Enjoy everything that it provides. The world provides. I know. It's going to be a great day. Get out there and live a little. Goodbye.